May I come in, sir?
Please come.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Please. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Would you introduce yourself to the board?
Sir, my name is Keshav Singh. I am from Jodhpur. I've done most of my schooling there. After that, I went to VIT Vellore and done my graduation in mechanical engineering in 2019. My interests include calisthenics, endurance running, and listening to rap and hip hop music.
Some more?
I'm preparing from 2019 and this will be my first interview.
Why you don't want to choose a career in mechanical engineering?
Sir, it was my core interest when I joined the college, but after 4 years of college, I started to incline towards humanities and I used to read about it. So when I looked into career after my final year, I had one option is MTech and the other option was going for civil services. It was a purely interest-based decision.
You could have joined engineering profession. You didn't consider that.
So I did look into all the options. I did look into MBA, MTech, and civil services. When I looked into syllabus of civil services, it attracted me because I wanted to read about it from the starting. I used to read newspapers and all. So the syllabus attracted me to go for civil services.
What do you mean by administrative skills? Administrative skills. Can you give some example of administrative skills?
Sir, I think as administrative skills are those skills we are core to the administrative jobs. It can be man management, like listening to other people and like service motive and all. So this can be administrative skills.
That's all.
So this is in my
So you said you thought of you want to join the administrative service, things like that. Okay. Now, today's newspapers say Tamil Nadu Assembly rejected the proposals for delimitations and simultaneous election proposals to the Parliament and the Legislative Assembly. Why did they reject it? What were the issues involved?
Sir, regarding delimitation, one of the core concern is population, like trends of population in last few years, because southern state have done well regarding to population control, and through delimitation we assign seats according to population. So southern state will be at disadvantage through delimitation. So they are protesting against delimitation in that sense, sir. And regarding simultaneous election, there is a feeling, there is a Tamil Nadu politics is driven by a Dravidian identity. So they have a strong regional feeling and they want to conserve their identity, and they argue that simultaneous election will take away that. It will lead to a more centralization of Indian elections. So that is why they oppose it.
Your extracurricular activities, calisthenics. What do you do in this?
Sir, these are body weight exercises. I was in preparation, so I can't go to a full-fledged gym. So push-ups, pull-ups, running, these are body weight exercises which improve your functional fitness.
So you have separated endurance running from this. Why? Then it's a part of... There also you do all endurance exercises.
Sir, endurance running is itself a different genre in which you run for longer period. In endurance running, it has not only physical but mental benefits also. But sir, in my experience, sir, UPSC journey has been long. So with endurance running, you build mental toughness, patience. So it helps in that also.
So have you participated in any of the races,
No, sir.
marathon or something like that?
No, sir. This was purely with my preparation. So I used to go for like 6 to 8 in the evening and do all these exercises nearby my house.
Okay. Who invented this term calisthenics? Any idea? That
No, sir. I'm not aware of.
there was a German athlete.
I'll look into, sir.
You opted for international relation as your option. So how do you rate our relations with Myanmar, especially with reference to we have taken one decision that we are going to fence our borders with Myanmar, which was not earlier. How do you react to this? What is your opinion?
Sir, in my opinion, Indian government has done well through the complex situation in the Myanmar. The fencing of border, as you have mentioned, is important for our national security. We have seen the troubling element coming into Myanmar and disrupting the local security. Sir, our relation when we have like stayed out of the Myanmar's politics and we have been neutral has benefited.
Was it not good for relation between two countries because they were able to come free to our country and we'll also go to their country, shop something there, and they'll come and they'll avail of our health facilities, especially in Manipur.
Sir, in ideal scenario, it would have been definitely better because that is why we started it and it has reaped benefit. But right now the situation is very troublesome. And
tomorrow it again goes back to democracy. So then things will change. What is your opinion?
I think, sir, they should because the communities, the ethnicities are similar around the border and these communities.
So army rule is temporary. Ultimately, one day it will go back to the... So why should we spend so much of money fencing this border? We have already done a lot with Pakistan and Bangladesh. We have spent a lot of money. Still people are coming and terrorists also. They keep coming from Pakistan. They keep coming from Bangladesh.
Sir, situation is very troublesome right now, and the money we will spend on the fencing will always be an asset for us because we can control the movement whenever we want. But right now, the losses.
Can you name two associations or groups where we are with Myanmar? There are a group of nations like you have Quad. So similar kind of groups are there where we are there along with Myanmar.
So first would be BIMSTEC. We are part of BIMSTEC, and second, sir, Mekong Ganga cooperation we do with.
Thank you.
Keshav, see, we were not having any bilateral sports ties with our neighbor Pakistan for long. Now we have sent a team there in some important tournament. Which team visited Pakistan?
Sir, I think you are telling me about Davis Cup tennis team, India's team. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And what was the outcome of the tournament? Result of the tournament?
I'm not aware of that, sir. I should read about it.
You have not followed it up. Okay. See, we have been talking of $1 trillion economy, this economy, that economy, 5 trillion, third largest, fifth largest, or third largest, all this talks. But at the same time, we have to support about 80 crore population, that is more than half of the population, with the free ration. What do you think? The whole government is slightly uneven, or what is wrong then? If 80 crore people can't even afford food, how can we talk and boast of number 5th economy and number third economy in the world?
Sir, the thing you have said is a classic disagreement between growth and development, the difference between growth and development. The argument given by the economist has been that if we increase our pie of economy, we will able to better help these people, and we will able to support these people for inclusive growth. And so it is a harsh reality that we have to support 80 crore people in our country for basic food necessities, but they are important for their sustenance, and by skilling them and providing them incentives, we can bring out these people out of the poverty, and over the time they can sustain themselves.
Okay. See, we are talking this 5 trillion thing. Then when did we reach 1 trillion?
I'm not aware about that.
You're not aware of that. See, there is a phenomena, a sudden rise in the recent times, what we call right-wing nationalism all over the world, major countries of the world. What is the reason of this phenomena, recent change in the popularity of right-wing nationalist groups and parties and all? What is the reason?
So one reason I can think of is globalization and its discontent. The disadvantaged people around the globe, which are in majority, has faced the discontent. For example, the regulation of WTO has led to the protest around the world, like farmer issues in India or in Europe. So when these elements support their they want their national government to be stronger. So when the nationalist feeling comes, it leads to right-wing politics, and that is why we see slogan like America First or rise of right-wing leaders around the world and democracies.
Is it only economic issues or are there social and cultural issues also?
Social and cultural issues are also there.
What are those issues?
There is a feeling of insecurities among communities and erosion of their culture and values. We saw the rise of American values around the world. These
European leaders, some of the European countries' leaders are pointing to some flaws in their policies that were being followed by them. Which policy they are talking about?
I'm not able to understand. Sir.
See, some European leaders who are advocating right-wing politics, they have been criticizing the erstwhile government's policy on some issues which they have not helped their country, rather they have been negative impacts.
Sir, I think you're asking about refugees and migration.
Yes. What are those? Which areas they are targeting by saying that?
Sir, in last 10 years, most of the refugees came from Syria during ISIS crisis, and now the Russia-Ukraine war led to the flow of refugees from Ukraine to Europe. So countries like Germany Germany supports coming of these refugees because they provide cheap labor and due to decreasing of their own population. But countries like Poland are against these policies.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Keshav, you said that the farmers' unrest is all over the world because of WTO policy. Do we have a binding multilateral agreement on agriculture in the WTO framework?
Sir, I am not sure about being a binding agreement.
So if there is no agreement, then how can there be a policy? See, you say farmers are protesting against a policy. If there is no agreement, how can there be a policy?
Sir, what I said was one of the reason is the regulation of WTO over subsidies.
Which regulation? Tell us the name of the agreement. There has to be agreement.
Yes, sir. Agreement on agriculture, which
The agreement on agriculture negotiated and already in the WTO framework?
I'm not sure about that, sir. I should read about it.
Because you were saying something that you were saying you are not sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what are the two main principles on which all the WTO agreements are dependent upon? What are the fundamental principles, two fundamental principles, which governs the WTO agreements?
So first would be free and fair trade, and second would be development, sir. These are two principles I can think of right now, sir.
Will you call it principle or that should be the outcome? Free and fair trade should be an outcome, it should be principle. What is meant by national treatment in the WTO framework?
Sir, it is that if a product comes into national boundary after after passing of trade barriers or trade I'm not getting the exact word. If we come to it,
After paying the
tariffs, sir, it comes to national boundary, it should be treated at par with the national product.
Okay. Now, what is this exercise Vayu Shakti 2024? Which is have you heard of exercise Vayu Shakti 2024?
Sir, I'm not completely sure of that.
It took place recently near your place.
Yes, sir.
Ukraine war.
Yes, sir. It was with the West Asian country. I'm not. It was Saudi, I guess, Saudi Arabia.
If something happened in your neighborhood, then interest you.
It does, sir. I
120 aircraft, 77 fighter jets, they participated.
yes, sir. I have.
So against the airborne. Okay. Now, describe the recent changes that were made in the design of the Indian Navy officers, soldier retirements. What are the changes carried over here? First question. The Indian Navy officers in the soldier batch, that's why retirements. The design of that was changed. Will you describe that?
I didn't read about it, sir.
Have you heard of Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Samhita 2023?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
It is the replacement of CRPC, sir, which was
CRPC 1973. Will you tell the year?
yes, sir, 1973.
Without telling the year, it's incomplete. So, how it is different from the CRPC 1973? What are the main changes?
Sir, one difference is the I'm not able to recall that right now, sir.
What is Jan Vishwas Amendment Act 2023?
Sir, it was an amendment to bring good governance, and one of the portion was related to tax.
Are you aware of it?
So I did read about. I'm not able to recall.
Okay. What is PM Vishwakarma Yojana?
I'm not aware
Not
of that.
aware of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you heard of the status of the education report ACR by Pratham Foundation beyond the basics? Have you heard of this report? Yes. What are the main findings of it?
So one finding I've read in the newspaper was regarding the use of mobile phones. They did a case study between boys and girls. So they wanted to burst some myths about girls being less tech savvy. So they told that if we provide them access to the
Any idea about the findings on reading ability and mathematical ability?
no, sir, I'm not.
Okay. Okay, let's go to international relations and public relations, international affairs and international relations and political science. They say Baluchistan is a shared Pakistan-Iran problem because there was some bombardment on both sides. Do you agree? If so, why? If you don't, then what?
Sir, it is a shared problem of both the countries because the ethnic community, Baluch community, reside on the both side of the border, and there are rebellion groups on the both side of border. Recent bombardment, like missile attack from the both side, shows that, sir.
So then why does Pakistan blame India? Iran bombs them, they bomb Iran. There is a shared problem between them. We don't have a border with Balochistan.
Sir, their argument is India fund the rebellions, which India denies. And during one of the Independence Day speech, Indian Prime Minister showed support for the Baluch rebellions. And
They say Baloch rebellion. He must have said something on human rights. All over the world, we support human rights.
yes, sir. And some of the Baluch leaders used our Prime Minister's photo during their protests, sir.
Okay. What is pitch in a gear?
Pitch in a gear. Not aware about it.
Mechanically, from the IT.
Yes, sir.
Gear you know, and what is pitch you don't know.
Sir, should read about it.
Okay, thank you, that you also my side. So, Keshav, your formal interview is over.
Okay, sir.
How do you think you fared?
Sir, I should read a lot, which is I'm doing right now, but I should take care of.
When is your interview?
It is not in the second list. Third list didn't come in.
So you have plenty of time. How did you do the mains this time better than last time?
Sir, I've done very well. This time I'm hopeful.
Okay. Now the good news, Keshav, is this interview is not a test of knowledge.
Yes, sir.
So if you do not know something, that is not very important. Interview board will sift, I'd like to ask you so many questions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
They will try to find out something that you are comfortable with. But if you don't know, say don't know.
Okay, sir.
Do not start telling things because the interview boards, they know the subject.
Yes, sir.
If you are talking about agreement of agriculture, do read about the agreement of agriculture. If you are talking about it, read a little more about it. Just by going in newspaper headlines will not do.
Yes, sir.
You have to do an in-depth study. Whatever you are saying, you should be thorough. Your meticulousness, your sincerity, that is important. Okay. And anything that I asked, or any of my colleagues asked, whether from your DAF, or anything that happened in current affairs in this country in January and February.
Okay, sir.
We didn't ask you anything which is earlier than January. So you should know what is happening in the neighborhood. Do you read newspapers?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Hindu and one local newspaper.
Please add an economic newspaper. Economic issues, particularly Indian economics person, you should be very thorough.
Sir, I wanted to complete my DAF and then go for the newspaper.
Both can go together. How much time it takes?
Yes, sir. One problem that was with me was I didn't read about Rajasthan during my preparation because I didn't prepare for the state. So to complete the state syllabus, it took me time. So now I'll definitely add all this.
Take a sheet of paper, write down 30, 40 questions based on that. Write down the answer, practice in front of a mirror. From that, you will find out what are the counter questions which may come. Prepare the answer to those counter questions.
One thing I've noticed while I was speaking, when I said farmers issue, I realized that if I don't know all the nitty-gritties, I shouldn't have mentioned that.
We hardly asked you any farmers issue.
Yes.
We could have got very much in depth. We could have asked about the rationales of MSP and how MSP under the present arrangement is different from MSP becoming supported by a legislation and various issues. So anything by headlines, if you know, is not going to help you at all. You don't know details.
Yes, I'll read about it.
Anything आप कुछ पूछना चाहो?
Sir, one problem I have, you must have noticed is, I can't look into the other board member when I'm answering. If I'm looking into other board member, I'm forgetting the point.
So then you leave it. it is a suggestion for a better thing. If you are feeling uncomfortable doing that, then don't do. But best thing is, if you are answering member number 5, suppose 5 members, just glance to member number 4. No need to 5 to 1 and 1 to 5. Just glance a little bit of here. There is not much.
During a short question,
Not much.
you will not move your head. But if it's a long question, long answer you're going, monotonously looking at one person, instead of doing that, just sit there to one person.
Just slack to 1, 5, 4, 3. Don't need to come to 5 to 1. Okay. And when answering this member question, just look at the next member slightly. Just a blink of eyes, a little bit.
But then why are you forgetting?
I don't know. I'm not.
It's a fear. It's a sign of fear. It is not an interrogation. It's an interaction.
Okay.
You are a civil engineer. Are you?
I'm mechanical.
Mechanical. Sorry, I asked you the gear. I forgot to it. You are a mechanical engineer from a very good university. For you, getting a job is not a problem. If not this one, something else will come. Last time you have come to the interview. This time you have done better in the mains. All you know, you'll make it. By being nervous, you will not be able to give your best effort.
Okay, sir.
So, you should go to the board as if there is nothing to lose. Be honest. Prepare well. But night before the interview, rest. Listen to the music. Feel happy about it.
Okay, sir.
My colleagues will give you a feedback form about the qualities that you are looking in an officer. So you know where you stand there as per our assessment. Try to improve on the areas where things are wanting. That's all.
Okay. Sir, apart from knowledge portion, anything other, like you'll send the form, but
Knowledge is not being tested. Your knowledge has been tested in vain. This is a personality test. But then it does look good. If there are 10 questions about what happened in recent past, like Jodhpur, I asked about the exercise Bayu Shakti. It took place in Pokhran, next door to your place in this month of February, and you have not heard.
I should have, like, I read about it, I like kept it.
What read? I mean, the townships was full of, with all these aeroplanes rolling there for 2 days. People who have hardly slept out there.
I'll correct that.
Across the border, the message will have gone. So how can you forget about that?
Yes, I'll take care of that.
Either you were not there in Jodhpur on that day.
No, I was not. Well,
So you should be knowing what is happening in your surrounding, but it's not a test of your knowledge.
थोड़ा आप ठीक ठाक हैं, आपके जैसे आंसर देते लगता है कॉन्फिडेंस, थोड़ी कॉन्फिडेंस में कमी है.
okay.
इवन इफ यू नो द कंटेंट, आप ऐसे डर डर के आंसर क्यों देते हैं?
Sir, वही नॉलेज पोर्शन है.
नहीं, नॉलेज पोर्शन यदि आपको आंसर आता भी होता है तब भी आप डर के देते हैं. तो वो आपको जब आपका आंसर, तो आपकी योर आईज शुड ब्राइटन अप, योर टोन शुड बी बेटर कि नाउ दिस क्वेश्चन नो द आंसर, आई कैन डू इट वेरी वेल. वो आपके दिमाग में पता नहीं कुछ फेयर है, वो थोड़ा सा आप हेजिटेंट हैं आंसर देने में, थोड़ा सा डर के कहीं गलत ना हो जाए.
Sir, one I was not able to speak the right word, like the tariff word you have like helped me. I was forgetting words.
See,
होता है, it happens, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं.
everybody does remember everything. You can say custom duty, you cannot say tariff. Everybody is not a WTO.
I'm not getting the word. Is custom duty word?
Doesn't matter. It can happen with anybody. You are above average. Don't worry. You are doing very well.
See, don't be afraid. Then you are not doing your best.
कॉन्फिडेंस लेके अंदर आएंगे तो ज़्यादा अच्छा परफॉर्म करेंगे आप सेम कंटेंट के साथ.
You have nothing to lose.
Yes, sir.
You have first class civil engineering degree. You can walk to the market, get a job. Last time you met to interview. This time you have done better than the mains. So if you do reasonably well, you are bed into one of the services.
Hopefully.
अभी भी तुम्हें कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं. Hopefully क्या? You will. But that feeling should come to me, come to you, that yes, I will do it this time.
Yes, sir.
If you are not confident, how are you going to convince the board?
Right, sir. I'll improve upon those.
Prepare करो मिरर का सामने और डरना नहीं है.
one thing, one positive I know is I'm improving, and definitely I'll do well if we
प्रैक्टिस मेक ए मैन परफेक्ट. रूम का अंदर प्रैक्टिस करो.
जी सर. ओके सर.
Okay, wish you all the best.